an opportunity to choose your new appearance," said the President patiently. "Look." As if by magic, a huge screen appeared on one wall of the court. Upon it the Doctor saw a wide variety of faces and forms. At once the Doctor started to make trouble. He rejected each one with the utmost scorn. "Too thin, too fat, too young, too old. No, I certainly don't want to look like that, I can tell you." The President of the court sighed. They were letting the fellow off lightly. He ought to be humble and grateful, not kick up all this fuss. "You are wasting time, Doctor," said the President. "Since you refuse to take the decision, we shall take it for you." The Doctor made no secret of his indignation. "Well, I've got a right to decide what I'm going to look like," he grumbled. "They attach a great deal of importance to these things on Earth. I mean, it's not my fault if this is the best you can do, is it? I've never seen such a terrible-looking bunch." Ignoring the Doctor's protests and complaints, the President sent a thought impulse to a fellow Time Lord who sat at a nearby control panel. The Time Lord's fingers moved swiftly over the rows of buttons. Immediately, the Doctor was held in the grip of a force field. Unable to move, he felt the entire courtroom dissolve round him into a sort of spinning blackness. Sam Seeley moved through Oxley Woods like a rather tubby ghost. Sam was the most expert poacher for miles around, and proud of it. Many a time he'd slip by within inches of a watching gamekeeper. Soundlessly he moved through the woods, stopping from time to time to check his rabbit traps. He mopped the sweat from his brow as he moved along. No business to be as hot as this, not in October. Worse than a midsummer night it was. Seeley blamed it on those atom bombs. Suddenly, a fierce whizzing and hissing filled the air around him. Terrified, Seeley dropped to the ground, muffling his head in his poacher's sack. The terrifying noise continued. He heard soft, thumping sounds, as if heavy objects were burying themselves in the forest earth around him. At last, there came silence. Sam looked up cautiously. Within a few feet of his head, the ground was smoking gently. Cautiously, Sam reached for a stick and started to scrape away the earth. Within minutes, he uncovered the top half of a buried sphere, roughly the size of a football. The sphere was smooth, almost transparent. It pulsed and glowed with an angry green light. It seemed somehow alive. Sam reached out to touch it, then pulled back his hand. The thing was red hot. Hurriedly, Sam replaced the earth over his find and moved away. He'd come back again when it had cooled down in daylight. He set off for home. But Sam Seeley was in for an even more terrifying experience as he crossed the dark woods. Just as he came to a moonlit clearing, a strange wheezing and groaning filled the air. Sam slipped behind a tree and froze, as still as any rabbit. Before his unbelieving gaze, an old blue police box was appearing out of thin air. It took shape, became solid as he watched. The weird groaning sound died away, and the box just stood there, looking sad and lost in the moonlit clearing. Slowly, the door started to open. Not daring to move, Sam watched as a man came out of the police box. A tall, thin man with a deeply lined face and untidy white hair. Terrified as he was, Sam noticed that the man's old black coat and check trousers were both far too small for him. The man looked around as if in a daze. He looked straight at Sam.